everyone, what is going on? It's about Battle Hell 24 here, and your eyes are not deceiving you. We're finally getting back to Doki Mods, and we're playing Our Castle Walls. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, Bat, didn't you already start Our Castle Walls? Yes, I did, but it has been far too long since I played Our Castle Walls, and I forget everything about the story. So, I figured, why not start it from the beginning? Because, you know, I don't want to start it where I left off and then have no context for the story and it'll just be fucking weird. So let's start right from the beginning of Our Castle Walls. Hey, don't just skip past this stuff. This one's kind of different. Our Castle Walls is a Doki Doki Literature fan mod, a non-profit and fan-made project that is not affiliated with Team Salvato or anyone else. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki, okay, yep. Just a heads up, this mod will contain instances of flashing colors, bullying, physical violence, verbal abuse, self-harm, censored nudity, sexual violence, and unskippable explicit dialogue. Censored nudity. Good thing it's censored. There will be warning shown right before the flashing colors or explicit content. Anyway, let's hop into this. By playing Our Castle Walls, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. I can just fix my fucking headphones. Headphone wire. Cooperate with me, headphone wire. I want music playing out of both ears. Cooperate, please. Just cooperate with me, please. Cooperate with me, please. Hello. Oh god. How's the volume, by the way? I had to reinstall Windows because I fucked up. So, how's the volume? Do I need to boost the game? Do whatever? Okay. Also, hey Zero, how you doing today? It's still too loud in my ears. Game audio's just fine. Okay, let's go. What is my name? My name is Good Old Bat. It feels good to be back in the saddle with Doki Mods. Hello, and thanks for choosing to play this mod. Before we get started, there's something quite important I must mention right now. There will be 8 parts in this mod where you will lose total control being able to advance your text box. Don't be alarmed though, it'll only be used to properly time words to allow certain music that plays where events happen. That's what happens to the text box to indicate what will happen. Don't worry, it's not actually active right now. Try clicking. Once you're on this box, you'll be able to mess around with the quick menu below before losing control to make any necessary changes and stuff. Oh, don't forget that the escape key on the keyboard brings up the save menu. Give it a try if you like. I knew that because I used it a lot in the past. Saving and shit. It's a cool shortcut to bring up the save menu. That's one of the cool things with Empire that I like. The ability to have like key shortcuts to do certain things. One of those things being the save menu, which is really cool. Just in case that you know, you lose these buttons down here, you have a way to save. When this mode is active, just sit back and relax. Don't touch anything until the text box does this to show where you will get control. Oh, another thing to mention is that this mod contains usage of colored words like this, or like this. They are used for important story details that should be remembered or for different voices. Alright, enjoy the mod. I will. First time playing it in forever. Ooh. A book. Chapter 1. New friends. I mean, it makes sense to make it a book, because you did say that, that you wanted to make a book, like a fully fledged book, for this mod. I'll show you starts out in an area known as North Side. Okay, so I press. I catered with lakes and forests within the outskirts. This is new! From what I remember. And here we have Northside High School. Sorry for that, my fucking voice just... With an enrollment of around 550 students, it's located north of the bustling downtown city, hence the name. But most importantly, this is a story about a special boy that attends this very school. Thus we have our very own, our favorite boy, the autistic MC. One of the first mods, and I think the only mod to have an autistic MC. This is fucking awesome. I'm sitting in my last class of the school day, algebra. This is one class I can tolerate. The idea of working with numbers and solving problems makes me use my brain a lot, which I enjoy. I've always enjoyed numbers and how certain things had different numbers on them as a kid, same for colors. So this is not quite on my alley, but relatively close. There's only 10 minutes left of class, may as well spend on the assignment we're given today so it doesn't interfere with my free time at home. Today went by relatively decent. I speak to a school counselor every Tuesday due to some social struggles I have, and things seem to flow pretty well today. What's especially nice is that my counselor sessions are immediately after lunch and last about 45 minutes, which means I get to sit 3 floors of my least favorite class, history. What's also nice is that my history teacher understands the whole counseling situation and takes time to go through the lesson that day with me in person. 10 minutes pass and... ding! The bell finally rings. Another uneventful school day out of the way. God, I can't get over how good the art in this mod is. It's fucking crazy. Like, who you got to make the art in this mod is fucking... good. I can't wait to see those Booty Crusader CGs either. You fucking know, Booty Crusader has something good planned. I walk out of the classroom, backpack attached, and start making my way towards the school exit. Hey, headphones, do you mind fucking working, please? I would have used the Bluetooth, but I don't have that driver installed on this computer as right now. Cause like I said, had to reinstall because of a file uninstalled and I'm going to do it. Anyway, my buddy Krasautis. Ooh, nice. Yeah, he did a fucking good job on that. Good. I walk out of the classroom, backpack attached, and start making my way towards the school exit. Exit. But isn't that what people also enter? Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be a nice lazy day today. Whoa, hang on. Someone catches my eye. That's one of my classmates. I think I said this when I first played this mod. I remember certain things that I've said, but I don't remember the story in full. I do like the change of having Sari be a classmate instead of, you know, a childhood friend. Also, I like the recolored bow in her hair. That's a good touch. Sayori. Sayori isn't exactly one of the popular girls at school, but she's always been friendly to most of everyone from what I've seen. Not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised I'm not friends with her. I guess I just haven't had many opportunities to talk with her throughout high school. Most importantly, something in the visual department is what brought her to my attention. Eagerly approaching Sayori, I carefully tap on her shoulder to grab her attention this time. Hey, Sayori! She slows on her walking and looks up to where I am. Oh, hi Matt. What's going on? Your boat usually wears orange today. What brought upon this change? Her eyes sent upwards as if she was looking toward the ceiling. Oh, I almost forgot. I guess I watched something different today and only a few people noticed. Dang, that's gotta feel bad. I guess they are similar in color, but I noticed right away. I was just wondering, anyways. She smiles with acknowledgement, looks away, continues walking. But where I'm heading is in the same direction, so the awkwardly unintentional walking in the same direction motion ensues. Passing by the cafeteria, I walk past the poster board that shows various papers and flyers, mainly for school-related events. I stop in my tracks because one of the flyers sticks out like a sore thumb. While Sarah walks away from me, I take out the flyer off the board and inspect it. Do you want to broaden your literary horizons and discover cool new books? Do you like discussing with people just why Harry Potter is a better read than Shakespeare, or why such comparisons are utterly meaningless? Then come down to our daily after-school sessions where we explore a variety of stuff to read and talk about everything we'd like to hear about it. Literature Club meetings every school day at 3 p.m. in room 367. See you there. So many colors. Blue, pink, purple. Has this always been here? Why am I just noticing this? Wait, Literature Club? What's that supposed to be? I swear I've heard that word somewhere. Maybe Sarah already knows more about it? Sorry if my voice is faltering a little bit. I'm getting water in. Wait, what the heck? Where'd she go? I scan the area around me and see her heading towards a stairway that's perpendicular from the school. Doors? Exit? Big enough? That's all I figured that was sometime. Flying in, I start walking again. This time making my movement a little more optimal so I can catch her. This results in me kind of getting in front of people and getting in their way, but they're not important right now. After a moment or two, I can catch up with her just enough so she can hear me. Hey, one more thing! After grunting how loud I was, I fear that all people's eyes fixated on me, which makes me uncomfortable. Becoming red in the face, I wish this feeling would stop soon. Now, what's up? I take the flyer that's in my hand and put it a little close to her face. Do you know anything about this club? It takes her approximately 1 second to step away a little bit, then respond back. Of course, I'm the vice president of that club. You weren't the first people to ask me about this. Want to check it out? Staring blankly at Sarah while thinking way too hard, I factor in the time that most clubs around here take out of the day. That take roughly about an hour or so, if I'm not mistaken. I planned on reading some old manga when I get home. Besides, this is a club about literature. Is that the way? May as well check out all the clubs around here. I've yet to do some high school career. Sure, what's there to lose? Sarah gives me a questioning look, but then changes to a smile. Cool, follow me then. That's when we go away to the classroom that this club is supposed to be in. I can't help but become lost in thought. Wait a minute, did I lock the door when I left today? I have my keys, right? Why am I thinking about this? I must have... Wait... Keys... Door... Entrance! That's what the word is! That is definitely how people with autism think. Because my friend... our friend who, is now living in one of the Carolinas... He's autistic, and... the way that he acts is exactly... like the way that the MC in this mod acts. It's like very, very accurate to how autistic people think and act. It's crazy how on the nose you got it with the MC in this mod. What's going on? She stopped dead in her tracks. You just said that out loud. Oh my bad, I just thought of something that was bugging me. You're like, oh, okay. She smiles at me and proceeds to swing up the clubroom door. Hey everyone, we have a guest. Yes? Yeah, I suppose that worked. Once I carefully step inside the clubroom, I take a moment to look around and see that I've never been in this room in my life, let alone this part of the school. I don't usually have a reason to be up this way. Well, I mean, the MC's based off myself. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That makes sense then. Because you have autism, you want to make the MC as close to you as possible, so yeah. As close without being self-insert, so you know. My trance was checking out the environment is now broken by a voice I haven't heard in a while. Hi, what a nice surprise. Oh, that? I'll look at the girl in front of me and expect her, all while avoiding eye contact. Wait, that's Monica. Monica. What? Well, why is she... Monica, I thought you were in the Dairy Club. I've never spoken to Monica in my life, and I blurted something like this to her. This is too far to me. Why do I do this? Before I look totally down to the ground, I catch a glimpse of a rather blank look on her face until her hand now leaves her hips. Yes, I was. That was last year, though. I was starting to get fed up with how things were sitting out, so I left that club to create this one. What brings you in the first place? Well, I may as well be honest with her to make up for me feeling a lot out of place. That's when I looked back up at her. I saw the fly on the board out near the school entrance when I asked her about it. Mom took expression light until she then puts a smile on. Well, that's good to know. Do you enjoy reading? Reading? So, that's what I'm getting myself into. Well, I do read in my free time every now and then, so I suppose so. Wonderful. As president, I'll try to make sure you feel welcome here. The most popular girl in school is being nice to me. That feels good. Thank you, Monica. That's very nice of you. You know, it feels right to bow in front of her. This is my first time interacting with her, after all. And as soon as I'm up straight, I see Monica, still ever so happy, return to her desk and pull out a sheet of paper. Something dramatic gets caught in my peripheral vision, to which I rotate my whole body to where my sight takes me. Also, that voice crack. Holy shit. What the fuck? My voice is cracking like a motherfucker. A rather pleasant sounding voice from my ears before my eyes and adjusted my sudden movements. Ah, yes, our amethyst angel. Welcome to the literature club. It's nice of you to stop by. Wait, the girl that's now in front of me has purple hair. Purple's one of my favorite colors. She's only about 2 inches taller than me, and she's also kind of pretty. This makes me nervous. Oh God, what do I say? Don't know the truth. Let's just think of something to say. Hello. May I ask your name? She looks a bit nervous and looks worried after asking her that. Oh, I'm Yuri, and you? The nervousness is still real. Bat, looking away slightly from her, leaves me with my own thoughts. Yuri, so that's her name. Is this girl in the same grade as us? I think I may have seen her once or twice in the library, but never paid much attention. Behind the pretty purple-haired girl named Yuri comes a much shorter pink-haired girl walking towards us. Ah yes, Miss Natsky. Good Lord, Sarah, what a boy, way to go. Jeez, isn't that a little uncalled for? Seems that everyone's eyes are fixated on the pink-haired girl. What are you looking at? If you gotta say something, then say it. Kind of feels like I'm being interrogated, so I look away again to avoid face-to-face contact with her and I don't even mutter a single word. Natsky, Yuri says towards the school whose name is apparently Natsky. She's so short though, is she a freshman? I'm stacked on my transfer, looking Sarah taps my left shoulder. Matt, this is Natsky, she's usually full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smallest one of us all. Oh, do we have a genius in the club? We have a free gold genius in the club. This is awesome. Excuse me. But please don't say things like that. Well, it wouldn't be wise for me to make a bad first impression to these two. Oh, well, it's nice to see you two. Yuri continues to keep a smile at me while Natsky crosses her arms. The look on her face shows uncertainty. Sounds like you already know Monica, eh? Dude, Monica's the most popular and talented girl in school. Who on earth does not know her? Bro, I'm pretty sure everyone in the school knows Monica. God, I said that without thinking. Bruh. Yeah, brr. Really have to stop doing that. Americans are able to look at me like I said something wrong, because you kinda did. If I'm being H with you. Oh, sorry, Sarah. I call people brr pretty often. Looks like there is one with blank face this time. Oops. Oopsie. Had we known you were going to visit a club, we would have baked cupcakes for you in advance. Isn't that right, Natsuki? Natsuki is a slightly annoyed expression when she looks over to Sayori. She's like, oh my god. What a fucking boy here. Jesus Christ. I suppose. Yuri decides to speak up. Well, how about I make some tea for everybody? My eyes widen after Yuri says that. I could go for some tea right now. Wait a second, this is the classroom. How would, whatever. Sure thing. Yuri walks over to the closet in the corner of the room to grab what I can only guess is a tea set while Natsuki walks over to Sayori. I forget how good these backgrounds are in this mod. This is awesome. You get to see parts of the room that you never really see. It's awesome. Sayori pushes the view of the desk around to create a makeshift table and she motions to two of us to seat. To take a seat. What's Monica doing? Looks like she's writing something. Isn't she gonna join us? She'll join if she wants. Since I don't really know Sayori and Natsuki that well, I figured an open-ended question would be one way to be an icebreaker. So, Sayori, Natsuki, if I may ask, what do you two like to read? Sayori's the first to have her mouth open. Well, come to world no genres, except horror. I have a hard time with sci-fi as well. Believe it or not, I don't mind books that are meant for a younger demographic. That's nothing to be ashamed of, but why is she making a house with her fingers? Natsuki's next to speak up. I'm an avid manga reader, but don't even think I would read shonen manga. Oh, she reads manga? That's one thing we kinda have in common. Kinda. Maybe the two isn't so bad. Oh, have you read the manga about the blue rug hat? The one with no ears? I did when I was younger. It was cool and all, but I grew out of it. Okay. Let me guess. Doraemon? I never really pieced that together when I first played that, but now since you've shown that you are an avid fan of Doraemon, kind of makes sense. I guess that's understandable. A few seconds later, you return to the table, carrying a tea set. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're a very avid fan of Doraemon, so, I mean, it only makes sense for you to, add a reference to the blue cat in here. She places the teacup in front of each of us and carefully pours hot tea for us all. How were you able to keep a tea set in the classroom? Oh, I was able to get the teacher's permission beforehand. Do you like oolong tea, then? Oolong tea? I've never had it in my life. I slowly took a sip of the tea, and I gotta admit, this tastes good. Doraemon used to be my hyperfixation before I knew what DDLC was. Ah, interesting. Okay, yeah, so that used to be what you were fixated on until DDLC. That's cool. It's always cool seeing what people were doing before the DDLC. Like, I feel like DDLC is such like a major part in most people's lives. Especially modders, because now they're full-time modding the game and making crazy shit. Like, it's awesome. I always enjoyed the warm, soothing feeling that accompanies this. Yuri, this is really good. How's it got a warm feel to it, like jasmine tea? Oh, I never thought of that. I like that. Judging by the even brighter smile on her face, I'm gonna assume I just made her day. Yuri then pulls herself a cup and sits down at the closest available chair. So, Pat, what kinds of things do you like to read? The things I like to read. Like kind of like manga. My interest in it has lowered recently. I kind of enjoy romance novels with cheeks at the sounds, and some adventure novels are rather fun to get into. So Natsuki's heads perk up a bit. They're not expecting me to be the kind of guy who can appreciate that kind of stuff. However, they both remain quiet. So, somewhat of a reader, I guess. Yeah, that sounds correct. If I were to flat out lie to her and say I like to read a bunch of stuff, that would get messy really fast, so better to just tell the truth and be myself. And now it's your turn, Yuri. I've always asked Yuri Natsuki. I've already asked Yuri Natsuki. What do you like to read? Well, let's see. Your finger does some weird circle motion around the top of her teacup. Ooh. My favorite stage-running novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing, too. And telling Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. My mind has drifted elsewhere. A blue bird has landed on the outside of one of the classroom windows. Yeah, that bird's far away. Take advantage of your own lack of a better addition to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been considering looking into reading horror stories. Huh? Oh, I probably shouldn't have spaced out on her like that. That wasn't very nice of me. Really? I wouldn't have said that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. Monica slides in. I didn't even hear Monica approach us. Did our parents train her in the art of ninjutsu or something? He doesn't sit down with us, however. Yes, she's the president of the club. I suppose. But if a story makes you think what takes me to another world, it's almost impossible for me to put it down. I've been told that surreal horror is successful at changing the way you look at the world. I hate horror. I'll be honest, I myself am dabbled into horror. Again, with being honest, these four. Yeah, you tend to prefer cute things, right, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Looks like Natsuki is starting to become flustered. Also, the brand new manga you recently got for your birthday. Wasn't it one called Don't Say It Out Loud? Ouch, my ears. Maybe listen to yourself once in a while or something. Ooh. Him was sitting with the internal roasts. It looks like Sierra has a dumb smile on her face. Your cupcakes, your writing. Everything you do is just as you are. Not cute. Bro, again with the shouting. Wait a second. Cupcakes mentioned earlier today. After recovering from the assault on my ears, my attention shifts over to Natsuki. One of your hobbies is baking? Well, yes it is. Why do you care? I was gonna say something along those. I think that's impressive, but if she's gonna be this rude towards me, then forget it. I'm just wondering. Still trying to cover from Natsuki's attitude and eloquence of Sarah, whose bright face makes me feel a little more at ease. Hey Sarah, are there any more key features of the club? Well, we've talked about writing poems last year, but only messed around with it every now and then. I thought about sharing my work with that one here again, but I don't feel like I've improved any. Hehe. Oh, I'm fixing my... Trying to fix my, headphone wire, so it's perfect. I understand how Sarah feels. It's quite bold of one to be able to share something they've put their heart into. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Being able to open up to your readers, to bring out your vulnerabilities, and to show how one truly feels is all part of the beauty. I'm actually really happy I didn't space that at all just now. How Yuri talked about writing was pretty captivating, I'm not gonna lie. Yuri, I've seen what you're capable of. If you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Sarah feel comfortable to share hers again. That's some pretty solid advice from Monica. Natsuki looks around at all of us. Reading everyone's poems again doesn't sound too bad. That's not like I want to or anything. I'm sorry. What? all of us say nothing for a time, which makes it feel a little bit awkward, but thankfully the feeling goes away once Monica speaks up. There's a spider on my ceiling. There's a spider on my ceiling. Bruh. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's go and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other, just like last year. How's that sound? Yeah, let's do it. So, Matt, what do you think about joining a club? Monica gives me a warm smile, but again, we'll get lost in thought. Will I really have a good time in this club? I probably went over to this one to my free time at home at all. I wouldn't mind having a few more friends, but do I really want to be in the club with Natsuki? First impressions be a lot, but then there's also Sayori, Monica, and Yuri. Those three be friendly towards me. So one struggle out of the bunch shouldn't be that bad. Majority rules, right? What was that one quote about the bad apple? Matt, you there? I'm suddenly brought back to reality with Sayori tapped on my shoulder. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to stress out. I better make eye contact with Monica right now. She is the club president after all. Yes, I would like to join. Y'all seem like a nice bunch. Y'all. I flash the smile towards Monica. She does the same. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Lucifer Club. I instinctively give my left hand to the back of my head. Thanks. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember to send to Simon, right? Who's gonna take care of the makeshift table of desk we made? Bet! How do you expect yourself? What? Oh, yeah, of course. Our meeting is dismissed now. The other members will come later with the rest of you. We got this. She then proceeds to give me a thumbs up. That's nice of her. Monica's point of view, 3:57 p.m. Okay, Monica, I'll see you another time. And with that, the MC slides out of you. Okay, that turned out a little better than I thought. By the time the bat's completely gone, Yuri starts taking care of the tea set while Sayori and Natsuki are rearranging the desk from the makeshift table. Mars stuck on Yuri taking care of the tea set for a bit. Okay. Then they dawned with Sayori, who seems to be finished with what she was doing. I didn't even clear my throat to try to get everyone's attention. Everyone gather around. I've got something to ask. Everyone looks at me with faces full of questions. Monica, what's going on? What do you guys think about being in the club? Everyone looks over to me like I said something wrong, especially Natsuki. Why should I talk about how I feel about him? Well, doesn't he seem a little different? Monica, everyone's different in their own way. That seems to be no exception. That is, from what little I've seen thus far. So I'm guessing you're not opposed to him, right, Yuri? Well, no. I'll remain optimistic about this. I never really hear Yuri talk about optimism. I can't tell whether it's pleasant or disturbing. What about you, Natsuki? I don't know very well. He's probably just like every other weirdo in the school. Monica, it's not like you to worry this much. If we set a good example for him, then I'm sure things will run smoothly around here. You're right, Sayori. I'm probably giving you a memory wrong, but I'm worried about what will happen in the future. I've seen how bad reaction to Natsuki today. I didn't look very promising. The best thing we can do is be ourselves around him and show him who we really are. Natsuki looks over to Sayori, probably thinking, keep your mouth shut, while Yuri is smiling slightly over what she said. Well, thanks for your time, everyone. Meet back here at the same time tomorrow, like always. Everyone slides out of view once again. After the girls said their goodbyes, I walk up to the teacher's desk, grab some papers and the classroom keys. We know a special needs classman in the club. This is gonna be one hell of a year. Monica. You really shouldn't be bashing a special needs student like that. Jesus. Monica's like, yeah. Leaving the club room to start my journey home, I can feel accomplished. I'm actually in a school club now. I can share a hobby of mine with others now. God, this music. I love the music. Walking out of the school's campus into the courtyard shows various students idling about, along with red and yellow trees swaying wetly in the wind. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my mic a little bit because I think it's too loud. Hopefully that's good now. The environment's a little different due to me walking home nearly an hour later than usual, but it's something I can't get used to. The autumn breeze and the smell of freshly cut grass feels quite pleasant and overall adds to the good mood I have going on. Maybe me being in club will help my future somehow. Mom and Dad will be so proud now that I'm part. I'll stop dead in my tracks and sit out the tree that's in front of me. Mom, Dad, big brother. It's been lonely without you guys. I wish you were all still here. I miss you so. Jeez. Tiny bit dark, but you know. Shaking my head to get out of the trance, I was just I forced myself to keep on walking home. Slow or pitched it down. Minutes pass and I'm beginning to wonder, mentally thinking about what Monica said. What did Monica say today? No, seriously, what was it? I'm sure I'll think of it later. It was to write a poem. Next, Anna Janetsky making a hermit face pops into my mind. She essentially likes manga, but I don't know, man. She's shouted too much today. A serious smiling face shows up next. Siri, man? I knew she was a people person, but I didn't expect her to be in a club of this one. Go figure. She's pretty cool, though. Then Yuri's small smile appears in my mind. Yuri? How have I never interacted with her until today? She's so pretty, and she even made tea for all of us today. Not a lot of people in school have been nice to me. I think she said something about how books take her into the world or something. If I brought one of my books in for her. Looking up to the sky, I can't help but smile at the thought of Yuri accepting one of my books. Yeah, that's a good idea. My dad always told me to choose my friends wisely, and I think Yuri will be just fine. Looking back down, I could care less about my surroundings right now. Thanks, Dad. With the anticipation and excitement of the thought of sharing one of my favorite books with someone else, I then begin running home. I'm almost there anyways. I'm feeling a bit tired after all that running, but I made it. Entering the domain I call home, I locked little bounty. Once I'm in, I quickly place my back on the couch. Turning around to face my stairs, I head up to my room to change clothes. Once I'm in, I take off my school uniform and switch into some more normal clothes. I like this bedroom edit. I really like it. The addition of the window is... it's good. It's good. Well, the school uniform is a little bit stuffy, which I don't mind. Keeps me comfy even when the temperatures drop, but sometimes it's a bit restricting. After switching to jeans and a t-shirt, I leave my room and make my way to the TV in the living room. My parents bought a record player when I was little, and it still works to this day. Truly amazing. The first record I see in a stack of them is one of my favorite heavy metal vinyls that I recently picked up. Once I take it out of the case, I get a place on the plate and I set the needle on the vinyl. Get up and feel more happy as soon as the sounds of one of my favorite songs start playing. Walking over to the freezer, I grab a frozen pizza and begin tearing off the single-use plastic wrapping to prepare for dinner time. Ooh, the nice wipe transition. Fancy. 7 minutes later, the oven beeps as loud as it was programmed to, telling me that the pizza is done. That fucker hasn't moved a single bit. I feel like I'm gonna need to give it a whack with my fucking slipper. You know? Alright, it's heavy food time. This will make homework go by much easier. Carefully taking pizza out of the oven and allowing some time for it to cool off. Happily digging and then return to my homework in front of me. Also, cool thing that happened, just recently. Twitch gave every affiliate and partner 5 more tier 1 emote slots. So I have like 5 tier 1 emotes now, which is insane. I never thought that I'd have more than 1. So we have 5 tier 1 emotes. If you feel free to sub, if you like the sub, is more of a way to put it, because you know, begging for subs is not something that I personally like, because it kind of feels like you're begging for, I don't know. Plus animated emotes as well in the following months. I haven't gotten the animated emote slot yet, or follow emotes. I haven't checked in a while though, so maybe after stream I'll check to see if I got the animated emote slot. But I do have 5 tier 1 emotes now, which is cool. So also if you have Prime Gaming, it guarantees you 1 free sub per month. So yeah. Luckily, there wasn't too much today, just my least favorite subject of all time, history. I don't think I'll look for these in my future. I'm like trying to get my wire in a certain spot. My future. It also is a little bit scary. What are we gonna do with this? It's cool. I'm not totally sure what career path I'd like to go on. I wonder if Mom and Dad will help with that. Maybe they'll help me get on disability or something? Maybe they'll help with me getting a job? Who knows? Okay, so this shows that his parents aren't dead or something. But he did say that they wish they were here. They were here with him. I have all that I read myself, plus we got new security features, all mods and streamers system out of the chat for the suspicious potential chat banner based on veteran speaking. Yeah! I saw that. Twitch added a feature to tag suspected ban evaders, which is awesome. Cause it gives a bit more moderation tools. Which is something that we desperately needed, because there was like literally no way to monitor ban evaders and stuff, but now there's a way to stop them from even chatting in the stream, because I think it'll just notify you if, hey listen, this guy was banned in your chat, this is a suspected ban evader, he was ban evaded in other chats. Yeah. It just stops people from ban evading, which is cool. But yeah, we desperately needed some more moderation tools, and that is definitely a step in the right direction. Although I have seen, you know, never mind, I'll leave that for another stream, because it's the whole thing about gift subs, and you know, someone made a good point of like gift subs, community subs going to like your other people, and they said that there is no logic, there's really no logic on who gets a gift sub. So someone who just came to the stream like a couple minutes ago that has no intention on coming back to the stream could get a gift sub, versus someone who's been there for a long time who doesn't get a random gift sub. You know, it's like, where's the logic there? So I feel like they should implement just a bit more logic into, you know, the chance of certain viewers getting a gift sub. It definitely won't be like streamer chosen who's more susceptible to getting a gift sub, but I mean, just like Twitch like tagging people who are more likely to get a sub, is what I'm saying. Not like a stranger introduced thing, just like a, in general, Twitch thing. And I feel like that would be good. Speaking of which, I still remember what Monica said. Just hate to have that happen. What are the chances that I will show? Wait, what? Hang on, where did it go? Shoot. I know what that means. Push myself in the kitchen table, I get up and walk over to the record player. Grabbing the vinyl, flipping it over, I don't quite place a nail on it yet. A stack of records catches my attention for a bit, especially one called Select Songs from Sega. My parents bought this when I was little, and it's still in so decent shape. Mom and Dad used to play this car from back then. After adjusting the music and sound volume accordingly, if you wish to, please click continue. Okay. Just sit back and it's gonna do its thing. Mom and Dad liked us very much back then, yet even still to this day, even if they're far away. I learned a lot from them, whether it be social stuff, how things in life work, the list goes on. I really owe it to them for helping me the best I'm proud to be, even if we do get on each other's nerves once in a while. I remember the few times when I was little when Mom and Dad would dance in this area living room to this record. My big brother would tease them about it sometimes, but that never really seemed to bother them. They looked so happy with each other, and it was shown by how they moved and looked at each other. One thing my dad would say to my mom sometimes that stuck with me was, "You'll always been worthy to me." And she loved it every time he said that. It's funny, some of the things that you remember that stick with you like that. Also, how are you doing today, Greg? Maybe I'll be in their footsteps someday. Unscriptable text over, let's continue. Maybe another time, friend. After giving it some thought, maybe it's best that I get some reading done before bedtime. Playing music probably isn't the smartest idea right now. Not before bedtime, at least. That being said, though, I make my way to the stairs and walk up to my bedroom. Upon entering my room, I remember something I thought of early today. I should bring one of our books. Yeah, where is it? I returned to my bookshelf. It only took a few seconds to find the book I was looking for. Ah, here it is. Ellie, the Jungle Savior. I really hope she'll like this one. I bet she will, MZ. I bet she will. Book in hand, running downstairs where my backpack is, I open it up and place the book in it. My hands begin to fidget a little bit of excitement, but that doesn't last for long. I think I've done everything down here I need for tonight. Walking back upstairs to my room, I change to the rubber clothes for bedtime, stretch for a bit, and then hop in bed rolling over my left side. It doesn't take long for me to get comfy and get lost in thought. I know what you said, but I hope your ear likes the book I bring in for you. It'd also be nice to get to know it a little better. We'll see what happens. Just take another sip of water. Chapter 2. Start off something new. That rhymed. Wednesday, October 6th, 6:45 a.m. Frick, I don't want to wake up. Dang, this came way too early. After sitting on my alarm, I'm tempted to fall back asleep, but I know that wouldn't be wise. Better get up and take a shower then. My morning routine is very usual. Wake up, shower, get dressed, and then breakfast time. Breakfast time. Open the cupboard, I see a box of cereal in plain sight. Oh, hell yeah, corn pops. Grabbing the box, I open the fridge, take the milk, grab the bowl that didn't come from the fridge, and shit down. What? Sit down. cereal first and then milk, in that order. Commence eating. Munch, munch, munch. Got it, my pops? Pops. Dad. No, stop it. This is breakfast time. Not sad time. With a wipe of the scene, breakfast goes by relatively quickly, but one bowl never seems like enough. I'm always really hungry by lunchtime, but if I eat more than one bowl for breakfast, then I'll feel sick on the walk to school. I don't know which is less of the two evils, so I may as well stick to my routine. Making sure that I'll hit on the way out, I start my walk to school. The walk there is usually pretty uneventful. Avoiding people not making acts like it's pretty much become second nature. If I don't bother them, they won't bother me, right? No news is good news, as my dad always said. Approaching the school's entrance. Everything's pretty normal so far. That is, I'm still making my way to my locker. Huh? Who said that? I'll look around and see who said that. I know this fucker. What's this fucker's name? What was this fucker's name? Fucking Wallace? Is that this? Pants were laid before they were married? Since the last one, since for the hallways, I realized I said that. Yeah, it's fucking Wallace. Ugh. God damn, I hate this bitch. Oh my fucking. For those of you who aren't aware, Wallace is from a mod called DLC The Festival. Yeah. He's a bitch in that mod. He is a total fucking... Ugh. The fucking worst. Which kind of fits him right now, because he's a fucking bully in this mod. Best to ignore him. Yeah, just ignore the bullies and just move on. Wallace, this dumb idiot. He used to be a somewhat decent person. All throughout the school year, he's been unnecessarily vexed again, so it's stuck up, and there's really no need for it. That's just the way he is. A stuck-up brat. You would think his dad would do something about him, seeing as he's a principal and all. However, no kind of authoritative action being taken, I guess. And, oh, yeah. Because, actually, my dad's the principal, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. Think he's so high and mighty because his dad's the head of the school. Look at me. I can do whatever I want because I have no repercussions whatsoever. I want to punch him. I want to punch that fucker in the face. Wallace and his dad. Whatever. Sometimes I say things that catch me off guard, and that was one of those things that caught me off guard. My god. At my locker, I unlock and open it up along my backpack. The moment I see the book from my bedroom, a smile appears on my face. I have a dumb smile on my face too. Now that's something to look forward to. That being said, it's time to get my first class. Why did I say that like that? That being said, 2:55 p.m. Oh yes, 5 minutes. Yes, oh, look at me. I should probably use that voice now on the hi. Were your pants so late when they gave birth to you? You know what, fuck it, I'm using that voice for Wallace. I don't care what anyone says, I'm using that voice for Wallace. Okay. Here I am trying to finish the algebra assignment that was given to us today so that it doesn't interfere with my time at home too much. Today was quite the drag, nothing too eventful happened. I happened to see Natsuki at one point in time in the hallways earlier today. Maybe remember back to yesterday when she told us she reads manga. You should try talking to today. Maybe I'll get to find out. I'll go to classes with her. With that, I hastily stuff my notebook in my bag. Quickly getting up and leaving the classroom, I make my way to the club room. Click, click. I'm surprisingly not too anxious when I approach up the club room door. It seems like everyone's here. Smash. Wait, does that mean I'm the last one? Of course I am. Hopefully Monica won't be too upset. It doesn't take long for Monica to get out from the teacher's desk and walk over to me. How you getting, Bat? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. The idea of running away from this group this early on just does not seem right. I wouldn't dare. This might be a little different for me, but I'm happy to be here. Well, that's good. At least someone... Was she the last part less lively? Oh well. Because she's still standoffish about having a special needs student in her club. That's why she said it a little bit quieter. Bat! I tried to right to see if I can spot and ask anyone. MC? But Eerie is blocking my vision. Thanks for showing up again, Bat. I hope this isn't too long of a good event for you. But you mentioned you're somewhat accustomed to literature. Ah, it's no problem. Oh, come on. Like, he doesn't need swag. I don't know if you're just campaigning or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Could you just... Monica then interrupts. Natsuki, you certainly recognize someone who keeps their manga collection club room. The frustration on Natsuki's face is so real, I think I can see some wrinkles. Wait, why am I looking for them? Manga is literature! Can somebody shut the volume knob down on this girl? Wait, was I right there just here? Oh, the steps! I fucking love it. I fucking love the attention to detail in this mod. The steps. The door opening sounds. Ugh, it's awesome, I love it. That's the power of Renpai. You can add whatever the fuck you want to the mod. Natsuki stomps off into the closet. Siri then shows up beside Yuri, opposite of where Natsuki was. Oh, I bet. Siri's friendly attitude is quite refreshing. Ah, hello Siri. Back to the red bow, it looks like? Yeah, I'm going to go back to my old one. Are you excited for your first real day at the club? You mean yesterday wasn't real? Yeah, I suppose. I have a general idea what I want to do today. Well, that's good. I think you're my voice today. wait, Siri. No way. Oh, you did? Not really. Siri seems to find amusement in this, as her expression seems to be more mischievous. Be shy. Real or possibly well? I won't judge Jerry. Siri made it sound like a big deal when I snap it. What do I do? The curiosity is killing me. I want to know what she could have bought in. But it's like a good first step would be to make Yuri feel better. No need to worry, I think that's very considerate of you to bring something like this in for me. I'm certain I'll like whatever you got. Alright. Well, Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so she didn't want me to feel left out? This is amazing! But does she know what that feels like too? I took the book she gave me and put it in my backpack. Next, I pulled out the book I brought to present to her. Well, Yuri, great mind think alike, as they say. Because I brought a book from home that I thought you would enjoy. I enthusiastically handed to my book. Thank you, Bat. You didn't have to do that. I'd just like you to read sometime. It's usually hard to figure out what someone means by sometime. They could be genuine, or they could be using that word just to get you off their back and never participate in what the word was. It's ridiculous. Lord only knows that happened to me way too many times, and it's disappointing every time it happens. Man, she felt to see her for a split second. Is she blushing? That's not important. So he then walks to the south of the corner of the club room, near Monica at the teacher's desk. Maybe I'll talk with her later time. You can read the book they give you at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Oh? You must be talking about the book she gave me. It'd only be fair to check it out at some point in time. Understood. I then give her a fairly nod and she walks over to the exact side of the classroom and takes a seat. It looks like everyone's all settled in. Is Monica can cover some activities in the club? I mean, she is the president and all. Maybe another day. Oh, that's right. I want to spend a little time with Natsuki today. I kind of want to see what kind of manga she... That lag. My game's doing quite well, considering everything that's happening here. It's been an hour and I haven't had to kill the recording. Huh? That sounds like you have the closet. Maybe you should go and check it out. I'm proceeded to walk over to where the noise keep from and see Natsuki reaching for stuff in the closet. Even though my computer is getting kind of hot. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on the other fan. Hopefully that's not too much of a sound. Although I did drop 70 frames for some reason. Huh. That's weird that I dropped 70 frames. I thought my internet was perfectly fine. Yeah, what's happening over here? I didn't think, Monica. They're putting my stuff back in the right spot. What's the use in keeping your collection organized? Someone else is just gonna mess it up. Dang, this girl's speaking the truth. Wait, collection? What kind of collection though? I know that feel all too well. It's one of the worst things. Tell me about it. Didn't you say you were manga? I used to, quite often. I think we talked about this yesterday. Yeah, what else did you say you like to read? The nervousness is on the way. Romance and adventure books? Go figure, it's kinda written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? And look over to the left a little bit and see a little environment manga. Curious and pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Dude, what the hell? I was gonna look at that! Not cool. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box up with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. We just thought about this. I could about take a look at the box to choose my Parfait Girls? It kind of reminds me of that one series, Wedding Peach. Wait. You're not going to repeat something like this? No way, that would be mean of you to do that. Have you watched Wedding Peach, by the way? No, I've only read the manga, and that was back when I was in middle school. What's someone like you doing watching that show anyways? I'll watch whatever I want to, okay? What have I got myself into? But because it looks somewhat interesting? My nervousness jumped quite a bit due to worrying about who was responsible will be. Fine, whatever, dummy. But anyways, One Piece isn't quite the same as her calling me a dummy is making a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, we just met yesterday and all. Wait, what's Ray doing over there? Scenes and stuff in Parfait Girl, so don't get too disappointed. In fact, Natsuki pulls up the first one from the box. You want to read the first volume? Huh? Sorry, I got distracted. What was that last part? I always hate when this happens. Jeez, this better not happen when we read. Me? She shoved the book right into my hands. What's happening? Cover this manga features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Yeah, three other characters on here, kind of like a Momoko, Scarlet, Hinagiku, and you. Don't just stand there! Natsuki takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She passed on the ground next to her. I'm guessing she's trying to tell me to sit down next to her. At least read the first chapter with me so you know what it's like. Sure. It's my first day at the club and I'm already sitting next to a girl reading manga I've never read before. Never in my life would have thought something like this would happen. Maybe not with the girl I wanted, but I should get through the first chapter. It's the least I can do. It's like, nah, I mean, it's with a girl, but I mean, Natsuki's not the girl I want to spend time with. I want to spend time with the Yuri, you know. Maybe I'll feel uncomfortable? I opened the manga and began reading. Not gonna lie, this isn't that bad. I don't mind the slice of life genre. There's been a time or two where I can feel Natsuki peering on my shoulder. But I really should to purposely not pay attention to that. Besides, I kinda wanna see what Sayori's doing over there. I hear about looking away from the manga, unconsciously placing my left thumb over what panel I was reading. What's she doing over there? Are those colored pencils? Oh, the spider's still in the same spot. But since I made the beginning. Oh, what? I instantly leaped to my right a little bit. Do you always face out like that? You're just as bad as Sayori sometimes. Hey, really? Yeah, sorry. I was actually wondering what she's up to. Oh, for the love of... If you're so worried about Sayori, then give me my manga back. Nice going, that. I brusquely handed her back her manga, but she snatched it out of my hands. A small surge of anger rushes through me at her sudden action, but I did this space not long after. Well, fine then. With that, I got from the window sill and stopped walking towards the northwest corner of the club and approached Sayori. As I suspected, she does have a box of color pencils out, and it was drawing on a piece of paper. I knew it. I shot my head a little bit to the left to get a glimpse of what she was drawing. Hey Sayori, what you drawing? Oh, hi Matt. Monica and I were just talking about the festival that's coming up. She said it would be best if I made some posters for the event. The festival? Oh, right. Festival. An event that happens once every school year, and it happens to be around that time of year. Last school year, I didn't have a very good time with the festival. Everything that happened didn't turn out the way I expected them to, which led to that day last year being quite disappointing. Maybe the fortune teller I went to was right about that day. The festival, eh? It is about that time of year. Will this club be doing anything for it, or will we have a free day? So it continues to go in the heart she's drawing on her poster. Of course we're gonna be doing something. We think we're gonna have Natsuki bake some cookies at the event. And Monica said that when... Looks like there's a color pencil tip broke mid sentence in it. She now has a face of mob bewilderment. Ooh, I know how I can help. I extend my left hand towards her. May I sharpen that for you? Sayori stopped to blush a little bit, thanks me and hands me the colored pencil. Turn goes my coloring door. I am taught by you, who has her head in the book. Oh, that's right, she gave me a book of hers. I never bothered to see what it was called. Wait, hang on. I can't believe what I'm seeing. She's actually reading the book I bought her. I stopped walking for a second to bask in the rare sight that is in front of me. Wait, don't people think I'm saying? I make way to the pencil sharpener and subconsciously start the shopping process. But the image of very memorable book stays fresh in my mind. I wonder what part she's on. Well, wait. She started reading it just now, then hopefully at the beginning, right? How silly would that be if she started reading up page 47 or something? I must find out. Leaving the pencil sharpener, I put the pencil in my right pocket and make my way towards Yuri. She seems to be completely into the book I brought in. I carefully stopped myself to the right side. She hasn't noticed me yet? How should I get her attention? I'm feeling nervous as build up yet again just sitting close to her. Scratching my head and trying to think what to do, I'm still somewhat amazed that she hasn't moved. What was it she said yesterday? Something about surreal horror? No, that wasn't... Yes, but... Oh. Yuri then looks to where I am and seems to be standing somewhat close to her. Ah, I didn't mean for that to do the trick. But it's alright, just be calm. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, that's fine. I thought I'd check out what you bought for me today. Thanks again. I'll just go outside and being so cute. Never. I'll subconsciously bring my left hand to the back of my head and start scratching again. I thought it was a good idea. So there's an awkward silence between me and her. Come on, think of something. That book was my favorite when I was growing up. It's a miracle that it's lasted long as it has since my parents were back when I was in junior high school. Yuri's face pokes up a bit. Oh? Your parents bought this for you? That's rather sweet. The smile on my face never leaves. I can feel a slight burning feeling around as you say the word sweet. I suppose so. So, you're supposed to make eye contact with them around pretty well like this. Most of the time, the eye contact is something that just doesn't happen often. Not unless I force myself to, or someone I'm quite comfortable around. I'm not saying I'm comfortable around Yuri, but we only met yesterday for goodness sake. Believe it or not, I tend to think more clearly and think about sentence structuring better when I'm constantly looking around, like nothing in particular. You said you're enjoying the book so far? Yes, I am. This may not be my preferred genre, but this feels like a breath of fresh air. What could be your preferred genre then? Well, the beginning does start out a little bit slow, but once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Oh, is that so? I should really take your word for it. The description on the back was a little bit vague. All I really understood from it was that an elf and her group of friends stopped the jungle from being taken over. Yeah, that sounds about right. The stupidest of ideas started playing in my mind. Hey, maybe, may I ask you something? What is it? Go for it. Could I, may I sit next to you and read alongside with you? I can feel my face burning a little harder. Oh no, I don't like where this is going. It's just, something to the story I like to point out that will make more sense later on. That's, well... I guess that's alright. Nice. I'll smile and give her a confirming nod. That being done, I quietly grab a chair from me my desk and place it next to Yuri's to the right side. It isn't much to take a seat next to her when I realize just how close I am to her. Another awkward silence commences until Yuri speaks up. I'm sorry. Is something wrong? This isn't something I'm very used to. That is, creating company with someone. Well, I'll try not to be too annoying then. No promises. Alright. But how can we both read at the same time? Oh, whoops, I guess I didn't think that far ahead. I know that Yuri still holding my book with both hands, like a normal human would. I can feel the gears swing on my head. This lasts for roughly 6 seconds, so while staring indirectly at the book before I begin speaking. Here, let me see the book real quick. I have an idea. What that I wish he knows my book back to me. If you're so worried about this area, then give me my manga back. A flashback from all appeared in my head when Natsuki forcefully took her manga on my hands and how that made me feel. I better be considerate to Yuri and look for Natsuki's mistakes. I carefully take the book from her. Alright, so here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna take control of the right side, and you'll be responsible for the left side. Look where my right hand is, and correspond with the left hand on your respective corner. And with that, we were sitting side by side. Both of us holding the book together, hold a little close, but I don't mind. The view really isn't that bad. Not only is you in the golden revision, but I can read both pages with barely struggle. Well, I suppose this works. How do you think of this? I have no idea, but it's working, right? I didn't realize what situation I'm in. I'm sitting by the close to probably one of the most adorable girls I've ever met in my life, and we're reading one of my favorite books. Sure, I may have thought that I didn't mind, but this is kind of intense. Jerry giggles a little bit. I suppose. Anyways, where did I live off? Oh, right here. I'll let you push finger to what page she's on to see where she is in the story. Huh. I'll flip closely on the page now, which is where my right hand is. Ah, yes, I remember this part. Don't worry, it gets less and less fun from this point onward. He then looks over to me. I can notice a slightly feel breath in being the lower half of my face. Boring? Bad, I thought you said you liked this book. Jeez, I really need to think my world's better. I do! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say boring. No, I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. Also, are you ready? Bunch of everything back through my head, a million miles per hour, she asked that. Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. That's okay, yeah. Not as used to reading, right? I don't want medication if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, you. You're silly and also considerate at the same time. No need to worry about me. I've read this once before, but I'll still read alongside you. Suddenly, I feel a little too full with calling me silly. I hope this doesn't make her mad. Well, if you say so. We continue reading. Every so often, I'll point out certain characters in the story and explain to her what kind of roles that character plays. Gary no longer asks me if I read to the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page for me, so I return it by my own volition. We managed to at least get through the second chapter. Even so, turning each page like this has an interesting feeling to it. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it fly over to her side, and her catching in return. Hey, Matt. I'm drawn out of my reading trance to look up to Yuri. Our eyes meet for a little bit, and surprisingly enough, this is not uncomfortable. Yes, Yuri? Do you like animals as well? Oh, right, the theme of this book. I mean, yeah, they're cool. I'm more of a cat person, to be honest. Wait, she didn't ask about cats specifically, though. Well, I guess we have something to call them then. Oftentimes, I like to go to the lake offered by the park to relax and watch the butterflies. When the elephant in this book went to the lake, it reminded me of one of my special places. It can be a good source of inspiration at times. I'm rambling on, I'm sorry. Dumb smile slowly creeping its way into my face. Hey, no need to worry about that. I kinda like what you were saying just now. I would have never considered any kind of place of inspiration until just now. Well, I guess alright then. I think I know what's going to be some brownie points. Besides, the least I can do is listen to you. It's the golden rule after all. And I'm not listening to you at all. Holy crap, I just said that out loud. My face on hers taking an interest instead of pink? Crimson? Nah, that's too dark. Thanks, Bat. She then looks back from the page she was reading, as do I. Just a bunch of wholesome moments, I love it. Reading through this book again brings back memories of when I was much younger. I would call up to my mom and she would read to me before bedtime. Granted, we never quite held a book together like this, but it's nice to think about how that made me feel back then. How fun would that be if 6-year-old me and my mom tried holding a book like how me and Yuri are right now? I know soldiers was ended abruptly by a voice that isn't Yuri's. Ahem? Yuri and I snapped back into reality to both look up. Still holding a respectful side of the book, we just see Yuri standing in front of us. She looks a bit annoyed. What could she possibly want? Bat, I would like a pencil back, please. Oh, boss, second. Really forgot I had that. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Sayuri. I have a feel flustered and low in my head a little bit. I think when I ran off my book and reached in my pocket to pick the colored pencil back. Once Sayuri takes the pencil back, her annoyed look turns into a mischievous one. Oh, Yuri. Looks like you found yourself a good reading partner. Huh? Why does anyone think that's so funny? I'm not bad at being a reading partner. Sayuri, I am. Oh. This is Monica's point of view. Okay, so I know this was a very, very short stream, but this was just kind of like a comeback stream. We are going to end it here. But tomorrow I intend to go for longer. I intend to go longer tomorrow, and we will continue this mod tomorrow, because this is awesome. Like, I forgot how good this mod is, but replaying it from the beginning is making me realize how fucking good this mod is. And I can't wait to see where this mod heads. So yeah, with that, I will see all of you in the next video. Later.